Hey everyone, it's Mary Jo, your photographer, lifestyle influencer, and content curator. Here we are on the way to Notre Dame as we are surprising my mom and my aunt about being the matriarchs of the family, but we are honoring my great great grandmother and how we migrated from the south to the north.
Jesus, I did it. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money.
Got my kids with me. KJ, Zia, say hi. I'm not supposed to be on TV. Oh, look. So we're headed into. Hey, try to park there. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, get out the way. I was thinking about going to see, what's her name? Yeah, hey.
Camera, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Got my bed is in the room. Got my family here. Cece. Family.
I didn't come back on Monday.
Well, I don't know if it's catering.
What's this everybody doing for
Hi, everybody.
You sure?
Yeah, because
So we were just sitting down and getting ready. You see, the crowd is really large. We were just waiting for the show to start, but stay tuned. So pretty. Video. So pretty, isn't it? Get back. It smells so good. Look how pretty it is. Sorry, I'm a content creator. Sorry.
really,
Yep.
On the bucolic campus of University of Notre Dame in South Bend, St. Joe County, Indiana. We have a nice crowd. Let's go and take 15 seconds. Shake a hand with someone you know.
Between 1910 and the 1970s, there was a movement within the United States as African Americans from the southern states migrated across the nation. While the stories and circumstances are unique, collectively they create the Great Migration. This history remains alive in our communities and families.
Where we come from, it is not where we are going. We are both the seeds of our ancestors and the
Named
harvest.
Adeline Johnson. And she was 9 years old when the Emancipation Proclamation actually happened. But during that time, you didn't really know what to do as a person just released from slavery. So according to what she told my aunt, was that they for 4 or 5 years wandered around trying to figure out what they were going to do and almost starved. And they wound up going back to where they'd been enslaved. And because there's no way to regulate it, they literally were slaves again. Without anything, because they had to eat. But somehow, my great-grandmother, we called her Mama Becky, she wound up migrating to South Bend, and that began the whole experiment.
We did all, as soon as we were, big enough to go to the field, we
Details of getting on the bus in Oxford, Mississippi, they don't have that service anymore. And I don't remember any pre-conversation with my mom saying, be aware of this, because I do believe too, it was a different time. It was a different time of how or what you worried about. I don't even remember as treacherous as it potentially was in Mississippi, of something happened to a black child falling into the wrong hands of the wrong race. I don't ever remember a conversation of being warned about this, or don't go here, or don't do that. And because we were pretty much always around our color, we were around those people. So when I got on that bus to come to South Bend, I remember being on the bus. I remember another African American woman, a young woman, who let me sit beside her the whole time. You know, it wasn't scary to me, and that's how I wound up here.
My mother's
When I moved here, I got to go to every home game. And my first time, I never forget it, was a Michigan State game. And I walked into the stadium, and once I walked through that tunnel and saw everybody, I was like, this is like white people heaven. Just being a little country boy, because, you know, we were pretty much.
It is about what you did with what you were given. And that's what I saw my grandmother do. That's what I saw my mom do. And I believe that's what civil rights was supposed to do. It's supposed to open a door. But then once the door is open, you have to do something. You have to walk through that door. And if you can't walk, then you crawl through the door. But you find a way, but you don't sit outside an open door and wait for somebody to carry you over the threshold.
In 1963.
Control change that comes to us in the form of a storm. But what we can do is we can be people of transition. And that's the history of my people. They've always been people, and that's the history of your people. And that's the history of this nation.
I'm your legacy. I am your legacy.
I am your legacy.
I'm your legacy.
Beyond what they could get it all in. And a lot of ours, because it overlapped with so many other people's stories, it wasn't for a funeral that we all came together in this way as a family. And so what I wanted to do was, and I didn't know God would ordain it the way that he did, my thought was that I wanted to give some into the story of our family. And so, one of the things that I wanted to do tonight is, but I just wanted tonight give you your roses while you're here too. I want to tell you on behalf of the family that we are grateful and thankful that you and Linda get to carry the mantle from this point. And then after you talk, I'm going to give anybody a chance to say anything, and then I'm going to give Chris a chance to say whatever she wants to say. But I do want to tell you that we love you and want to give you this. And then if somebody could put the pen on Linda, and then Naomi, I want you to come up here, Naomi.
Yeah, read it, Naomi.
And you can put the pen on your mom. And then anything that any of the kids want to say, I want y'all to also do that too. I want y'all to say whatever y'all want to say. And then I'm gonna be quiet. We're gonna go get dessert if it's still up there.
We probably gotta go.
I think it's still up there. Yes.
We're gonna just let Chris talk.
Yes.
TT talk.
Yes. And so it says the same thing.
So it was an honor and blessing to watch my mom and my aunt get honored for just being the matriarchs of the family. A lot of our family has passed on, and I'm grateful that we were all able to come together and kind of celebrate this night last minute. This is my Black history. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I love my family, and we are going to do another segment soon about our specific family migrating from the south of Oxford, Mississippi, all the way up to the north. So stay tuned for that later on. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like. As you know, I'm a photographer, lifestyle influencer, and content curator. Thank you.